Hey everybody, it's Catherine. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about manifesting through the unity consciousness paradigm and creating dynamic equilibrium between your inner reality and your outer environment. So I had a wonderful subscriber ask a great question today. So I want to illuminate what she asked because I don't think she's the only one that has this question, and how I answered. And I'm going to try to keep this as quick and dirty and tight as possible so that I can just keep to the point, because I could talk about this forever, but I'm not going to in this video. I'm going to keep it lean and mean and help you understand this. So when we talk about manifesting through the unity consciousness, we are talking about there being one consciousness. There is one reality, and it is consciousness. It is the cause of everything and also the substance of everything. So you are a fractal of consciousness. You are an expression of consciousness, experiencing it currently as the identity of you, as Karen, as Mike, as Steve, as Todd, as Kristen, but all as a vessel, a fractal container of consciousness that feeds back and is always and ever part of this one consciousness. You are not separate from that. You are playing a game in a human meat suit of being separate from that. It's a powerful illusion, a very stubborn one, but a powerful illusion, okay? It is a false small self. And we let this false small self feel like it's the one in charge. But consciousness, if there's anything in charge, because it doesn't even need to dominate anything, it just is. It just is. If there is one thing dominating everything, it is consciousness with a capital C, because everything is derivative of that. So let me first read you her question, and you know who you are, and I already told you inspired the content for this video, so thank you very much. You know who you are. So in the video I created, and I'll tag it here down below, big or small change, it's all an illusion. This is one of my recent videos from about 5 or 6 days ago, I think, as of the recording of this, which is the 21st of October. Her question: what about the concept of contracts made on a level of consciousness outside of one's everyday awareness that impacts or seemingly blocks what you want for whatever purpose? Example, a mother-daughter agreement. They live together, there would be no men. They'll both wanted to have love relationships. Okay, great question. What about astrology and karma? Or is this level you bring forward a level of conscious awareness that transcends all of that? Thanks. Great question. And I know that she is not the only one that has this question. So here's my response, and I'll read it exactly as it is in the comments there. You can read it yourself. When I tag the video down below, you can read it yourself. Hi, Kate. Sorry, I called you out, but you're on YouTube anyway. So let me help you simplify this. And thank you for asking such a great question. There is one contract above all others, and that is what you consent to be true of your reality. You are a creator being. That is the truth of you. And in that sense, there is one consciousness, creator consciousness. You are of that, and you are that, because consciousness is the cause and the substance of the entirety of experience. What you call outer experience is all a reflected, outpictured, objectified reality created as an inner state, then shows what is subject to your consciousness. In other words, whatever is the most strongly impressed upon the subconscious is what will be expressed without exception. You are the creator God consciousness expressing through form. You're a meat suit playing with the idea and the stubborn illusion of separation, right? Whatever exists most strongly in your imagination becomes your lived reality. Since God consciousness is the cause and the substance of all of what you would call experience, then your imagination is God. And I use an example here. Just try picturing God without using your imagination. You can't. And whatever you picture, it will be a vision that you create. You are the cause. or the one who uses imagination. Therefore, you are God. So if a contract was created, who created it? You did. Why? For some benefit. Everything is for your benefit. If you are the creator of everything and everyone is just you under different circumstances, why would you create all of this? Well, for endless, nonstop experience, but it is for your benefit. And anything you have awareness of, anything you are aware of in your reality, your inner state, your outer state, which is just a reflection of that, is for you. It's made by you, for you, of you. Okay? It is for your benefit. What benefit? To clear feelings that do not represent the truth of who you are. At the heart of every belief is a feeling. Whether this belief is conscious or unconscious to you, it doesn't matter. If you manually, not passively, meaning to manually dissolve these feelings back into the light of infinite possibilities, that is a deliberate effort. It's not passive. And passive would mean having someone else wave a magic wand or say they're going to put on their wizard hat and clear or remove a contract for you. That is passive. The only way to truly clear, even if it's an unconscious belief, you are aware of feelings that make you feel at odds with yourself. In other words, play with this false small self that you only think is you. You might not be conscious of every single belief, but you're absolutely conscious of your feelings, and there can be no belief, conscious or otherwise, that is concretized as part of your reality unless there is a feeling to cement it there. So, I'm going to read this paragraph again. If you manually, not passively, meaning having someone else clear or remove a contract for you, confront any and all feelings of anger, fear, and sadness and dissolve them back into the light of infinite possibilities, you return to the purity of the one consciousness once again, and you can experience it without interference, without distortion. Until that happens, the force that you believe is someone or something, i.e. a contract, that is outside of you controlling your experience, then that is your God. Because anytime you think something is more powerful than you, and this could be something you think is limiting you or something that you want. If you have been pedestal placing, having more money your entire life, and you think that that is somehow separate from you, and it can't come to you for whatever reasons might be conscious or unconscious to you, then that is your God. Because you're placing it on some altar, some pedestal, worshiping it, feeling distant from it, feeling unconnected to it, until some magical thing comes along, some magic pill or some magic practitioner comes and waves a wand and exonerates all of the bad stuff in the way and allows you to access that thing. That's an illusion. That's not real. What is real are your feelings. They're real to you. I mean, they're not really real. They're, again, derivative of consciousness that we created so that we could have this experience playing in this simulation, in this duality play. And if it wasn't really, really friggin' convincing, then this simulation wouldn't be very good at its job, is it? It wouldn't be. So these feelings of anger, fear, and sadness, those are the things that are concretizing beliefs that you have, i.e., what's in the way between you and that, you and what you want, freedom from a contract, more money, whatever that is. It's the feeling that's capturing you. The belief can only exist to the degree that the feeling's really powerful. So, whether this belief is conscious or unconscious to you, it doesn't matter. It's the feeling that concretizes it. And once you dissolve that feeling, and I call them the big three, anger, fear, and sadness, once you dissolve, don't try to eradicate them or get rid of them. That's just saying that, like, the simulation has power over me. I want to get rid of it. I want to be done with them. No, when they come up, that's you as a creator being giving yourself a message. Hey, there's something off here. There's something where you believe that this thing is your God, this thing you want, this thing that's in the way. And if you're worshiping at the altar of it, whether it's through fear or want or lack or scarcity, then that is your God. So feel the feelings that are between you and that. Is it anger? Is it fear? Is it sadness? And you have to let them move through you. This is a manual exercise. This is a practice. This is something that I do all the time, because I'm not trying to eradicate my feelings. I'm understanding that feelings are part of the agreement I've made to play with this simulation. And they're also these breadcrumbs. These are messages, these feelings that I have. When I feel off, they're showing me, hey, there's something that's showing you that you forgot you're a creator, that you think this simulation is real, that you think this thing has the upper hand in your reality. Nothing that's outside of you or what you perceive as outside of you has any power over you. You created it. And just as you made it, you can unmake it. And the passageway to do that is your feelings. So until you do that, until you dissolve those feelings back into the light, and it returns to infinite possibilities, because it's all just energy, not only do you no longer feel controlled, or that these feelings are the puppeteers of your preferred experience, over your preferred experience, but you return to your power, you remember who you are, and you'll stop believing that there are things outside of you controlling your experience. You'll stop thinking that those things are your God. Since you think and believe that this is in charge of your consciousness, that thing will be your God, because you will think that that thing has the power to dictate your level of experience, your satisfaction with reality. And you'll not act then with clarity and power and decisiveness as the creator of your reality. So I hope this helps you. I hope this assists you in remembering who you are. You are the creator of your experience, no exceptions. Everything is by you and for you, for your benefit. Even that craptacular experience you're having right now that you're saying, oh my God, F my life, I can't believe this is happening again. Why is it happening again? Is it time maybe for you to feel the feelings that come up when this thing shows up on a repeat loop, on a carousel loop in your reality? Until you address that and sit with it. You're not pushing it away. It's impossible. You can't do it. Shadow is built into this 3D simulation. So instead of trying to eradicate it, you sit with it and realize that shadow is actually a part of me. It's actually a very powerful part of me that has found ways to protect herself or myself from feeling the feelings I don't want to feel. And it's been very good at that. But what if I take back all my power and finally sit with and feel all the feelings I don't want to feel? Something miraculous will take place for you, and it won't make sense, but it'll feel like the floodgates have been opened. It'll feel like your creativity has been unleashed. It'll feel like a burden or a weight lifting, especially off of your chest or off of your shoulders, off the back of your head. It'll feel like, wow, is this what it feels like to just feel okay with myself, with this world, to start loving life? And it will feel weird at first because it won't be your normal. And your mind will try to trick you and tell you not to do it. That you feeling like the false small self is the normal you. It's not. It's just the most comfortable you and the one you've grown most accustomed to you. So you only think it's normal because it's familiar. But that will never be the one that is constantly doubting her or himself or believing to be less than an infinite creator being is not the truth of you. It never was, and it never will be. I don't care how much you argue for your own captor and try to reason your way to stay in your comfort zone. It won't ever represent the truth of who you are, and it certainly will not represent the truth of what you're capable of in terms of potential, of greatness. That's all waiting for you. And there's no one outside of you, no thing outside of you that can either hold power over you or wave a magic wand and take it away. You are the creator. You are the operant creator of your reality. All your power is expressed in either the shadow that you think is you or all the goodness and all the light and all the abundance that you think is you. The subconscious won't argue with you either way. So nothing outside of you takes the upper hand. You take the upper hand. So I hope this helps you. Read this, listen to this as much as you possibly can. I'm going to tag the video where this comment interaction, this conversation interaction takes place. Let me know in the comments how this helps you to think about, contracts or karma or cause and effect or anything else, because I love answering questions like this. And I'm always going to help you find the way back to your highest expression of who you are, that part of you that already knows that you're infinite creator, abundance in action, playing in a meat suit. But our false small self is really good at helping us forget sometimes, and we get lost in the rabbit hole of that kind of thinking that is rooted in anger, fear, and sadness. Bye-bye.